Today I'm going to be reviewing this Maxyoyo beanbag chair that was recently sent to me by the brand. Now when you first open up the box, this is everything that's going to look like inside. I haven't unwrapped it or anything. This is going to come with the instruction book just taped to the top of this. Essentially what you want to do is after you get it out, you want to let it sit for 48 hours to fully inflate. I'll show you what it looks like when it originally comes out of the box. Also give it a couple of days and then show you what it looks like after it's fully inflated up as well. So let's go ahead and get this out. So this thing is actually going to be double wrapped. So it's got that plastic that's wrapped around it, and then it also has another layer of plastic that's wrapped around it. So that's what's going to take 48 hours to completely come undone because of how shrink wrapped it is. Like it's shrink wrapped in here, and then that shrink wrapped is then shrink wrapped in another one. So definitely is something you're going to need to give time to kind of inflate again. Now, when you first get it unwrapped, it is going to have the semblance of a chair, but obviously it's going to need to take time to inflate just because of how tightly it is wrapped in there. So over time, 2 days, you're going to want to let it sit out. They do recommend putting it out in the sun. Obviously, you don't have to, but essentially the heat from the sun will cause it to inflate a lot better. So if you've got a couple of sunny days, that's a good option. If not, you're just going to want to set it aside and let it sit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back with you in 2 days. So it's been 2 days, kind of let this air up, and I wasn't able to put it outside just because it's been raining here the last 2 days. So I just want to kind of give you an update on it. First of all, it is incredibly comfy. My wife and children have been fighting over who's going to get to sit in this, and my dog also loves it also. So definitely is a nice one. It is going to sit pretty close to the floor, so just something to keep in mind. Not going to be like something you want to put into your living room and have your grandma sit in, for example, just because of how close to the floor it is. But obviously, it's going to be a beanbag chair. It does have a nice upright back, and then also even has those little arms as well. These are going to come up over time. So you can see here, I can push down on it and it is going to be squishy, but it's just going to kind of come right back. Same thing on like when sitting inside of it. So overall, definitely a really comfy chair. It doesn't have that beanbag sound to it. It's almost like a memory foam type inside. So I think that's what makes it so much more comfy than say a traditional beanbag. But overall, definitely a really comfy chair. We're probably going to end up leaving this in the living room or in one of my kids' bedrooms. But totally a comfortable chair for sure.